Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Snyder Inc. Wrestling. I'm not happy with this channel at the moment, but that'll be a different video. But what am I doing? Our NXT review. For May 2nd, 2023, we had two title matches. We had a very bizarre ending. It was all good. Very interesting stuff. Very bizarre stuff. Very what were they thinking stuff. We'll get right into it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be straight honest. Straight real. I got to the show a couple minutes later than 8 o'clock. Because I forgot that NXT was on tonight. Not gonna lie. I completely forgot. So, we're gonna just talk about it. We opened the show, though. I got into Wesley versus Drew Gulak for the North American Championship. I get right into it where Wesley hits a double foot stomp on Gulak's back. They go fight on the top rope. Gulak enters, hit a push Wesley off and hits a top rope clothesline, but Lee's able to kick out. The two then start trading strikes back and forth. Wesley ends up hitting a suicide dive to Gulak. Charlie Dempsey tries to get involved, but Tyler Bate takes him out. Lee's able to get back into it and hit his kick. I don't remember what it's called, to win. And retain, and yeah, Wesley again with another title defense, another successful title defense. He's been doing a lot, but after the match when him and Wesley celebrate, Tyler Bate is looking at that championship. I think Tyler Bate wants a shot. I think Tyler Bate has a chance of winning it. I'm just saying. We didn't get a promo from Trick Williams. He comes out next and he talks about his relationship with Carmelo Hayes and how they met in high school and all that. I will admit, Trick Williams still does nothing for me. I'm sorry. People praise his promo, but he does nothing for me. Now, I will admit, he at least has something on the mic, unlike Von Wagner, who will never get praise from me, I don't think, ever in his life. But Trick Williams can at least talk. It's just his character doesn't do anything for me. The way he talks doesn't work for me. But he can talk. The Bomb Breaker interrupts. Because of course he does. And Bomb Breaker is full heel. He just keeps going on his full heelness. It works. It's very weird how they turned him. Like, the whole setup for his heel turn was just weird still to me. But it's fine. Breaker accepts the challenge for the NXT Championship match at NXT Battleground. Because I guess it's in Carmelo's hometown, and Breaker wants to beat up Carmelo in front of his friends and family. Okay then. Bomb Breaker vs. Trick Williams is official for next week. And Trick Williams is going to die. He's going to die a brutal death, and it's fine. Trick Williams can be sacrificed here for Braun Breaker's heelness. It all works. It's all good. We then go into Gigi Dolan versus JC Jane and Gigi Dolan, younger brothers in the crowd. JC is in control most of the match. Gigi does make a comeback. They end up brawling on the outside. I don't know what the fuck happens. I literally don't know for sure. But JC Jane ends up gushing blood. She just bleeding out her face. It's all over. She bleeding. She is bleeding, I tell you. And she ends up getting control and hitting a spin kick to win. And then while covered in blood, they don't She doesn't get, like, anything done. She get covered in blood, continues this attack, screaming in the face of Gigi's brother. Be like, does this remind you of your mom? It's the most sickest, twisted, psychopathic thing I've ever seen. I fucking loved it. It is insane. This is what blood does to a rivalry. This is what blood does to a rivalry. It is insane. Right on. That wasn't planned probably, but that was amazing. So I'm guessing that rivalry will continue to NXT Battleground, which is fine. We then go into next matchup. I'm speed rolling through this episode of NXT. There's not really much that was like long worthy talk about in my opinion. So yeah, I don't expect a long conversation. A long one. So our next matchup is Axiom versus Scripps. There was a bunch of backstage stuff that happened throughout the show. I just don't remember any of it, and I don't know. I didn't write it down. So Axiom versus Script is next. Script attacks Axiom before the match and ends up diving off the table onto him to take control. He hits a big moonsault, but Axiom kicks out. Axiom gets back into it, but Scripps takes him back, catches him midair with a drop kick. Axiom gets back into a knee, but Scripps kicks out. Axiom then hits a super kick and the golden ratio to win. Axiom gets a victory. That makes the most sense to me. He made the most sense to get a victory here. And then they do this in such a weird way. So they continue fighting, and then Axiom takes out the mask of Scripps. It's supposed to be to reveal it's Reggie, I think. But then, when he takes off the mask, Axiom, they never show his face. They never show you it's Reggie. I don't know why. The whole crowd chants Reggie. You can tell it's Reggie, but you're not supposed to know because the camera doesn't show you. And then he's super kick, and I don't know who Booker T goes is, you know who that is, and then just starts laughing. And they cut to black. Okay. Could have done a better job producing this. That was weirdly done. I'm just gonna say that. But yeah, Axiom getting the victory makes the most sense. Scripps getting unmasked, revealed Reggie, fine. Scripps was a bad idea to begin with, even though it gave me one of the funniest moments I've ever had while watching wrestling with my friend. With that kick that Axiom intercepted that made me die of laughter so hard. It broke me. Our next matchup is JD McDonough in his final NXT match, taking on Dragon Lee. JD McDonough, of course, been drafted to Raw, so he will be on Monday Night Raw moving forward. These guys trade control at the start. We get a nice kick in the corner by Dragon Lee. At some point, Noam Dar with the Heritage Cup makes his way to ringside. I don't know when he does, but he does. JD hits a cool corner drop kick. They both continue hitting shots on each other until each hit like super kicks and big shots like that until it finally ends with a double down after McDonough hits a lariat. We get top rope Spanish fly by JD McDonough, followed by a brainbuster, but Dragon Lee somehow kicks out. Dragon Lee makes a comeback, dives on the Noam Dar. Not on Noam Dar, on the JD McDonough. Throws him back in. Noam Dar tries to attack. That's what happens. And he gets super kicked. Dragon Lee gets back into the ring. Headbutt by McDonough. Devil inside for the win. JD McDonough wins his final match in NXT. Afterwards, Dragon Lee just dives on Noam Dar and they brawl to the back. And the crowd chants, thank you, JD. I think it's what they chant for him. Oh. Which is, yeah, fun. That's good. I enjoyed that. Really good match, actually, between them two. They have a really good matchup. So it all works out. We think of the next matchup, which is Joe Coffey versus Joe Gacy. If Joe Coffey wins, the Dyad cannot challenge for the NXT Tag Titles ever again. If Joe Gacy wins, then the Dyad will get a shot at the NXT Tag Titles. These two just... this is just a straight-up, like, slugfest. These two will just hit each other as hard as they can. With big shot to big shot. Gacy hits a nice Uranagi, but Joe Coffey kicks out of that. Joe Coffey gets back into it and hits a nice belly-to-belly suplex, but Gacy kicks out. Coffey hits something, I don't remember what it is, but, remember the... Zach Gibson, I don't remember what his name is, in NXT. Zach Gibson puts his feet on the rope, puts his foot on the rope, and, Wolfgang and, Mark Coffey chase the Dyad, and they are very slow, so they end up fighting. And then out of nowhere, Ava Rain, I think that's how you say her name, Ava Rain runs in when the rest are distracted, and then just pretends to get hit by Joe Coffey. And then he gets distracted by that, so Gacy gets his, like, off-the-ropes clothesline to win. Okay. So Dyad will take on, Wolfgang and Mark Coffey next week for the tag titles, which should be fine. I mean, the Dyad might actually win. They might just try to get him to re-sign that way. That is possible. It's all good. It's all good. I don't have much to say here. I'm not gonna be honest, I'm very tired. Very tired today. But I want to do, want to get this done. We got, the in-ring debut of Danny Palmer versus Tatum Paxley. Palmer is one hell of an athlete. She's got, like, incredible athleticism. I think Sol Ruka is better. And I also think Danny Palmer is 100% going to be the person that's revealed to be attacking people backstage. Because it's so... Or people in the parking lot. Because she is so... It's so perfectly set up for it to be her. That's all I'm saying. Plus... This usually ends up how it also helps. She does have a bitch quality to her. I can see her being a hell of a bitch. Just throwing it out there. I can see it happen. But we get a gut slam by Tatum, but Palmer's able to kick out. Palmer makes a comeback, ends up and puts Tatum away with one hell of a frog splash. She gets a leap and everything with that. A hell of a frog splash to win. It's fine, you know, Palmer gets a victory. That's good. This show is very basic. Very basic show. And then we get a main event, which is Katana Chance and Kane Carter versus Alba Fire and Isla Dawn for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. This match still makes no goddamn sense. And the way the commentary portrays it makes no goddamn sense. Because they portray it as if, like, it would make this, the commentary and everything would work if Chance and Carter were staying in NXT, and Alba Fire and Isla Dawn were leaving. Because then it'd be... They should be on Chance and Carter's side because they were staying and not. Because, I'll spoil it for you, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn win. But when they win, the guys, the fucking... I don't remember who the hell's on commentary, Booker and some other dude. Whoever it is acting like NXT's screwed now that Alba Fire and Isla Dawn have it, because, like, they're going to SmackDown. They're taking them to SmackDown. And I'm like, you're trying to act like Chance and Carter wouldn't have just gone to Raw with them because they got drafted to Raw. I don't know what you're trying to portray here. It doesn't work. Because both teams were drafted for some weird reason. But yeah, this is our main event match. This isn't the last thing on the show because... for some reason, just isn't. But yeah, Dawn on Fire, cheap shot, Carter and Chance. Then Chance and Carter end up getting control and doing dives onto both of them. Fire's able to gain control of Chance, but Chance almost went. And then Isla Dawn gets in. Chance almost pins Isla Dawn with a roll up. Chance and Carter with their tag finish on Isla Dawn, but Alba Fire breaks up the pin. We get a double Spanish fly by Chance and Carter, but Alba Fire kicks out of that. And then, Isla Dawn and Alba Fire end up in this cool, like, gory bomb mixed with, like, Sister Abigail looking move. It's really cool, actually. It's a nice finishing move on the, I think it was Chance to pin and win. I don't remember actually which one it was. I have Carter, but I don't think it was Carter. I don't know. Remember. But they hit the tag finish to win and retain. And the guy is just like, they're going to, the tag titles are going to Friday. I'm like, they were either going to Friday or Monday. There was no in between here. Very bizarre. So now I'm just curious what the heck they're going to do with the NXT women's tag titles now. Since they don't make sense. Dijak does a promo on Ilya Dragunov after the match, because again, this was the women's tag title match was not the end of the show. Dijak does a promo, yeah, I just read that. Dijak does a promo on Ilya Dragunov, announcing the match next week. So them two will fight next week. I thought they would fight at Battleground. I guess I'm wrong. And then we get Indi Hartwell coming out. And I wrote down before they said Indi Hartwell's come out next. I said Indy comes out to relinquish the NXT Women's Championship. Because I knew what it was for. And I was correct. Indy comes out, relinquishes the championship, says there will be a tournament starting next week, and the winner will be, and it will be crowned. The winner, the finals will be, Jesus Christ, I didn't know how to speak. The finals will be at NXT Battleground, and the winner becomes the new NXT Women's Champion. There we go. Indy puts the belt down and goes to leave, and then Dexter Lumis comes out. I don't know why Dexter Lumis just keeps showing up. Someone needs to put a watcher on him. And he comes out, and they walk away together, and on to Monday Night Raw. And then out of nowhere, just like, Tiffany Stratton comes out of nowhere and grabs the belt. Cora Jade just comes out of nowhere and grabs the belt. The entire women's division just shows up out of nowhere and just start brawling. It's a very weird, abrupt ending that I was not okay with. I didn't like it. It just didn't work for me. I don't know why we're doing it this way. We didn't need to. Very bizarre. But yeah, that's how the show ends, with a brawl. This match was very, very abrupt. I don't know how to feel about it. I think the draft freaked NXT's plans up so much they don't know what to do. But, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this review of NXT for May 2nd, 2023. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all for the next one.